that's it. Thanks for watching. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. If you wish to donate to the channel, visit https://streamelements.com/salamandermn/tip.
Heyo! Welcome everybody to Salamander Racing. I am Salamander. Most people just call me Sal. Tonight, a little bit of a later stream than I normally do. Tonight I was going to start off doing some completionist stuff. I'm going to try to run this 1 hour at Red Bull. It's one of the missions I haven't done yet. Get that out of the way. I'm going to run it in the Porsche that we're running at Red Bull Ring next weekend. At Red Bull in the IRO G-Tech endurance stuff. So get a little more practice with the car, running around some traffic. Granted, it's going to be the dumb AI, but I want to get this done anyway, just for something to do. After that, we'll see kind of where we at. We've got people in chat. We want to open some lobbies or what. We'll just see what we feel like tonight. I don't really have a plan other than trying to knock this out. So let's do this. We'll just get started. It's an hour-long endurance. Of course, get a penalty right off the bat. Might as well. That guy was slowed down way too early. Being an endurance race, let's save a little fuel. Try to run blazing fast laps right off the bat. See if we can get faster as we go. Let's see if we can just pick our way through traffic to start with. trying to be clean about this, but when they slow down that much for the corners, it's tough. That's right, I was going to turn traction control on. Again, being an endurance race. I'm thinking when I actually run the endurance series, I might turn traction control to 1 just to be safe. A little loose. Much wider angle through that corner. Now we got some space. See if we can get a little bit faster lap time. One thing, when I run this in the Aero G-Tech series, we're able to adjust downforce and brake balance, so it'll definitely be different from what I'm doing here. Got really out of sorts going through that corner. That corner seems to be the bane of my existence in this track. I just can't seem to go through that one very fast. This one was really bad, but I've gotten a lot better at it. But that tighter one still is giving me all sorts of fits. Oh, driving over to the side like I'm not even there. How many laps I can get through here without spinning or going off track. That's another pen. Pen 2? Yep. Alright, so it's just penalty after penalty right now. Corner. I just can't get through that corner to save my life. I mean, it didn't help that I was really shallow. Look at that. You can absolutely demolish them and they don't move. Whereas they barely touch you and you spin out. Annoying. Pick up another second there somewhere. So, not going to be staying ahead of these guys. Unless I block them. Which I will, because they're the AI. Except that they're allowed to punt you. Just like I said before, I went and tried to shove that guy off the track, and it wouldn't. And there, he was able to just spin me out just because. They've really got to fix that. That's super annoying. I got a whole bunch of time to make up again. I mean, there's 50 minutes left. So it's not like there's any chance I'm not gonna get up there, although there have been some of these 1 hour races that for whatever reason I can't get the first, which seems ridiculous. "23 seconds back from first." Please tell me that's not a pen. Alright, I gotta get some fast laps without penalties. Over half my tank is gone. Looking like about 14 laps. It'd be great if I could make it 20 minutes. Then just do it as a two-stopper. I'm gonna do a math in my head and it's making me mess up. May have to try to make it to a 15th lap if I can. Maybe short shift a bit. saying I'm only going to get 12 laps. Got 3 laps left. I haven't even finished my 9th lap yet. That's not going to get me anywhere near 20 minutes. Let's see, a minute and a half a lap. That's 3 laps. That's 4.5 minutes. I'm going to have to save fuel if I want to try to... I'm not even going to make it 13 laps. Unless I do some serious fuel saving. Let's see what putting it in fuel map 2 helps. I want to at least get to 13. Oh, but you know what? That's right. I think there's rain here. So I am likely going to have to pit before that time frame anyway, so there's really no reason in trying to stretch it. No rain yet, but doesn't mean there won't be. Almost get 2 more laps. Fuel refill here is so fast, but saving fuel saves you only tenths of a second of time. Let's get close. We can get to Lopez here before pit. I'll be right on his bumper as we get to pit lane. Wah went in. Fill this all the way up. Lopez not in. I did save some fuel over Gallo. Same amount of fuel as Beauvoir, but should be able to continue to reel them in. Especially since they're on mediums, which doesn't make any sense. You run out of fuel before you run out of tire, even on the softs, so. Back in the 4th, gotta pass Igor again. A little weather coming. gonna keep it on the weather. Alright, 27 seconds to Lopez, only 14 and a half to Blois. It's 14.8. It's just killing me in that corner. I just can't seem to get rotation in that corner. Then I've caught up a whole bunch now. Like I just knocked off over a half a second. All right, Lopez coming in. Less than 11 seconds. Either the car pushes like crazy or it just comes around on you. Like I just never quite feel comfortable in that corner. There's the rain. I knew there was going to be rain coming. The question is going to be how long before it gets here. And just how much of it is there. It looks like it's not a lot at this point. It's like a drizzle. There, I couldn't get to the apex. But then when I get to the apex, the back end comes around. Alright, within 4 seconds. So definitely catching up. I go on a slide, he is still perfectly hooked up. All the traction in the world. But he slowed down super early for that one. Alright, rain is definitely going to be here by the end of the lap. The question is just how much is going to be on the track. No rain on the track yet. So I'm not going to worry about coming in and burning up intermediates. It looks like I see a heavier band coming. That time I hit the apex, but I was too scared to turn the wheel because the back end always comes around. And then I floated all the way to the outside. Gives me a little nudge. Still no moisture on the track yet. So we'll run another lap. Turn up the traction control for preparation of the rain arriving. It's going to be a dark blue band. This is probably going to be full wet conditions at some point. Let me see if I can just hold off till I need to put full wets on.
Sub I15 said,
Hey Subi.
Good evening.
Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate that. Just running a single player one right now, trying to get this hour-long mission out of the way. Still no moisture on the track yet. Probably gonna need to come in next lap though. Excuse me.
Sub I15 said, I need to do some offline work. Got
Yeah.
a lot to do still.
I'm a bit of a completionist. I've always wanted to, complete the whole game. Like, I own every car. I've completed all of the just world events. I've completed and golded all the music rallies. I've got gold in all but 3 of the circuit experiences, so I still have 3 of those to knock out. I have just some of these final 1-hour missions to do. And I've got a number of the license tests. I am nowhere near done with that. I think we're just going to go ahead and put full wets on. Yeah, I actually enjoy some of the offline stuff. I was complaining earlier before you showed up how the AI tends to just spin you out.
Said, that's impressive. All the cars.
Yeah, all the cars. I've started just for the fun of it to try to get 2 of all the cars, and I'm probably just going to keep doing that while I'm, doing all the, online mode stuff. It's like as I get money. Be like, I got nothing else to spend it on. Might as well just work on getting a 3rd one of every car, and then a 4th one of every car. Alright. We're just going to turn the traction control all the way up. Like we have some even heavier stuff coming. These guys are probably all stuck out in the rain. Let's see, what's everybody else going to? Are they going to intermediates or are they going to full wets?
Titanium ashes.
Intermediates.
Hey Sal.
Hey Titanium. Thanks for stopping in. Doing some single player stuff right now.
Titanium ashes. Said. Cool.
There we are, we're in the heavy wet territory. Number of people coming out on intermediates.
15. Said. Titanium waving head.
Knowing how the AI does, they're probably going to go back in for heavy wet.
Titanium ashes. Said.
Oh no, boss.
Sub-eye waving hand.
Coming out in intermediates. I remember in the heavy wet conditions that stay off the racing line. But there's more grip outside the racing line. Like this rain's gonna go for a while. Oh, see, now there's people going to heavy wet. Back in. He had changed to intermediates. I'll bet he's changing to wets. Can't go that far off the racing line.
Sub I15 said, about to do the Daytona TT challenge. Any tips? Face with tears of joy.
Put the gas to the floor, steer left. Track guide complete. Yeah, when I had done it earlier, I was my time was within 0.12% of the world leader, but that put me in like 500 and something place, so it's the easiest time trial you'll ever do. Like the rain will dissipate here at some point. If it's like any of these other modes with the crappy AI on it, they're going to come into pit down and to go back down to intermediates. Then they're going to pit again to go onto the racing tires. Whereas I will try to see if I can make these wets last as long as possible. Just go right from them to the racing tires. So I pit less. Should be an easy win. I'm a minute ahead. Here we are down to intermediate tire category, but Still pulling away. Minute 13 up now. Getting to the point where the rain should be stopping. Then we just have to wait for the track to dry out. Alright, the rain has officially stopped. Doesn't look like there's any more coming. As soon as we can get a dry line, Miyazono coming in, probably going to switch over to intermediates, I'm guessing, because the track is still wet. Yep. And then they're going to come in for racing tires in like another lap or two. So just so many pit stops. Tires in the wet here. Man, you get off that racing line on that corner though, and the car just slides. Tires are starting to wear. racing line is starting to dry out, so we will go back to racing tires on the next lap. Less than 15 minutes remaining with a full tank of fuel, should be able to make it the whole way. Tires in the moisture here. Definitely need to be careful coming out. The car will spin, even with traction control on 5. Pit lane. The pit lane exit is going to be very wet still. Might as well fill it all the way up. I don't think I need it filled all the way up, but we're going to fill it all the way up anyway. Go, now we're on the dry line. The TCS down to 3. Alright, can't go as far off when chasing these corners, so need to brake earlier. Be a little careful, a little more careful with the turns. And we'll see just how far ahead I am. Twelve and a half minutes. Just touched the wet. Sent the car into a slide. Alright, so like this corner in particular, can't go way off on the side. Can't quite get that big angle on it, but made it through. Alright, I'm a minute 21 ahead. Why is it telling me to brake way the heck back there? That seemed very excessive. I'm going to brake way back there. People still on intermediates. definitely can't slide off into that wet, or it'll be all over. Alright, now the sun's out. The rest of the track should start drying out to where there shouldn't be a wet line to have to worry about, other than maybe the curbs.
Jadix, Sugar Shuffles. Said.
RJ!
Yo.
How you doing, buddy? Thanks for dropping in.
Jadix, Sugar Shuffles. Said. Whoa. LOL.
Yeah, these World Tour drivers are a bunch of scrubs. Going too wide there. I just clipped the water. I don't know why it's telling me to brake all the way back there. That makes no sense. Don't brake so early, you ding-dong. Alright, didn't clip the grass, or didn't clip the water that time. Surprised the sides haven't dried out more. It's like totally sunny out. There should be like no wet line anymore. They're still going side to side, makes me believe they're still on intermediates. Oh, there's second place. There we go. So if I can lap second place. 6 minutes to go. Stop pushing me into the wet. Come on. That's dirty. Finally got some clear track. I can get a little faster in these wet conditions. Or pseudo-wet conditions. Four minutes. Should be able to get 3 more laps. Whoa! Dipped my tires in the water there, it pulled me. Still a little bit of moisture, even on the driving line, in some of those spots. I can't get back into the 32s even. Be the last lap. There, I got a 32 right at the end. Put everybody a lap down. Some people multiple laps down. Actually, I'm really curious. Alright, so now I'm really curious. Racing mediums, racing soft, racing medium, medium, hard, hard, soft, hard. They were still on wets. They were just getting off of wet tires. Wow. Because one of the AI drivers was still on wet tires at the end. That's nuts. Alright, got gold in that. Just for the heck of it. So I only have one more of the missions left to do. That's this one. And then I do still have one more that I'm still on silver. So once I get that one to gold and that one to gold, I think I'm done with all the missions. I've gotten gold on every mission. Yep. There's only 2 to go. License Center is what I need to do the most of. That's been tough. And then Circuit Experience. Oh, I have 4 of them that I have to get gold on. I've got silver on all of them. But I just have 4 golds left to do. Music Rally I finished. Cafe I finished a long time ago. Car Collection I finished like just a month or 2 ago. World Circuits, I've been caught up on that for a while. Problem is those last 2 missions, they're hour-long endurances, so those take a while. What I should do is some of the golds that I don't have in the Circuit Experience are Tokyo. Now that I've had to run Tokyo a bit, maybe I'll have a better chance at that. Gold, gold, gold. Yeah, so this one... Okay, that's counterclockwise, though. Well, that's the only one I don't... I think this is the only on-road one I don't have gold in. Is this one right here. Otherwise, all the others are dirt tracks. Way too fast. There. Alright, I've got to learn where to keep speed and where not to keep speed. Wow, can't hammer it coming out of the corner. No wonder I don't have gold on this. Wow. This car slides all over the place. right, that flattens out a little bit. Slow down way too much there. That's right. I have to take that one a little wider so I can cut back in. I'm too shallow for the next corner. Tried to take it wide, then I took it too wide. I can't even get a lap around here. Alright, I just need to go like excessively slow just to get a lap in. And then improve from there. Ah! I can't even make it a halfway around the track. I just need to complete a lap. I mean, I can't even complete a lap. Oh my god! Why can't I get past that part? Way down. 4.2 seconds off of my best time. 4.7 seconds off of the goal. Like, once you hear the front tires squealing, you're done. Walls are like just right there. You have no room to maneuver. It. You're thinking you can try to coast through there, but time there. If I remember right, you pretty much have to keep it pinned through here, but you gotta get it perfect. Again, there's one of those corners you have to keep it wide to be set up for the next one. All my instincts tell me to keep it tight to the inside. Not what you need to do on that corner. I may need to work on this one offline. This is possibly a little too frustrating for me to do. It'd be a little too frustrating to do with everybody watching. I even kept it wide through there, but couldn't hammer it quite so much. All right, I'm gonna have to do that a different time. I'm not gonna be able to knock that. I was hoping maybe the extra practice at Tokyo, but it is not the same track. It says it's the same track counterclockwise, but it doesn't look like it's the same. There's parts of it that are different. Alright, so the question is, what do we do? I mean, I could either do some IRO practice or start up some lobbies. I don't dare do the dailies. Where am I at in this thing now? Still at 0.12%. Ooh, I've dropped to 9th. Zero with a 549. 10th in the world. Sliced up there with a 569. I've got a 589. And with this one, you just sit there and run laps. And it's the same thing. I mean, 40.869. I mean, the worst placed person still has gold. This is like the easiest gold in the world. On the other hand, that one, not so easy. But I did finally knock that one out. No, I don't dare do the dailies. Let's see, I could either do some NRL practice or I could do some IRO practice. See what kind of lobbies are out there. What kind of lobbies do my friends have open? Sliced. Some Interlagos. Some Nürburgring. I don't know if this is NRL practice. No, this is not. This is totally different. I don't know which one I want to do. NRL or IRO? Do some IRO practice. We're going to see if we can make this work. Let's see, what do I got? I'm going to turn traction control on. Just to help. See how many laps I can go before. How many laps I can go before I get a pen. I'm going to try to get as many laps as I can without a pen. Try to at least be doing minute 30s, if not minute 29s. Alright, one lap down with no pen. Start. No spin. Oh, there it is. Didn't even make it 2 laps without spinning it out. Sliced coming in to help practice.
Sliced_bread said, "Hi there."
Hey, Sliced, thanks for stopping in. Just doing some practice for the Endurance Series race that's going to be next weekend. But you are welcome to run laps with me if you want. You are always welcome. Say, Sliced, you were talking about, you were at Road America last year for IMSA, right? I think if I remember it, you were the one that was there, but I was never able to get connected with you.
Sliced_bread said, "Yes, I was."
Okay, that's what I thought. Going back this year, I'm taking my oldest son with me. And I got some, a coworker of mine who I work with. I actually don't work with him anymore. The project we worked on together ended a long time ago. But last year, or actually no, it was 2 years ago, I learned that he was into racing and really turned me on to the Road America race. That's the only reason I went. Well, he wasn't there last year, but he is going to be there this year. So I will definitely be spending some time hanging out with him, but I'm hoping if there's some fellow PhDers that go, that I can spend some significant time with them as well. Do you go there most years, Sliced? And do you live near there? I'm assuming you do.
Sliced_bread said,
Oh, okay.
started going in 2018 and missed a couple years.
Yeah, last year, I mean, that was my first, like, real professional racing event I'd ever been to. It had always been a bucket list item of mine to go to a NASCAR race back when I was a big NASCAR fan. But I haven't been into NASCAR for quite a few years now. And then I went to this IMSA race and just fell in love with it. So I'm planning on pretty much going every year as long as I can afford it. And it works out as far as schedule-wise. I've got 3 sons who are all still under 16, so they are all still like getting in the gates for free. And I plan on rotating them through. Like my oldest I'm going to take this year, I'm going to take my middle son next year. Then the year after that I have to decide if I'm going to take my youngest, or if that's going to be an adult-only year, then take my youngest. Kind of depends on just how into it he gets over the next 2 years. Like he likes the racing, but not nearly like me and the older ones do. But he's also only 9. So we'll see. That's a pen. Oh, I need to stop with these penalties. I need to both stop with the penalties and get back into the like mid 130s. On the regular. I feel like that's where I need to be for this race. I'm gonna have to do 2 hours here.
Bread said, you're lucky because most of my family isn't really into racing, LOL.
Yeah, my girlfriend's even into it. I mean, she came with me last year. She had quite a bit of fun. I mean, she says she, went mainly because I wanted to go, and that it is more my thing. But she used to also be a NASCAR fan back in the day. Had actually been to a couple NASCAR races, whereas I hadn't. So she certainly enjoyed herself. Alright. Gotta get consistent here. Still in the 31s.
Sliced_bread said, got to meet Ross Chastain last year, which was nice.
Oh, that's cool. How'd you happen to meet him? Was he just like in the paddock area when you were going by?
Sliced_bread said, signing autographs. I forgot exactly where.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I got autographs from the two, JDC Miller drivers. The ones who drive that big yellow GTP car. JDC Miller is based out of Minnesota, so me being from Minnesota, I'm naturally, those are the ones I'm cheering for. They're a, what they call a customer team rather than a manufacturer team. So they run the Porsche, but they're not, they don't get the kind of funding that Penske gets. Funny story is when I was there last year, we were walking by, and my girlfriend kind of paused for a minute, and after we had gotten by, she was like, I think I went to high school with one of those guys. And sure enough, when we got back to the RV that night, we went looking on Facebook, sure enough, one of our old high school classmates works for JDC Miller, so we ended up messaging him. And the next day when we were walking by, we got to say hi and kind of get some behind the scenes stuff and stuff like that. Was kind of behind the rope chatting with the mechanic for like 20 minutes. But yeah, the two main guys, Vanderhelm and I forget the other guy's name now. They were signing autographs in the Weehaw Tools booth or whatever. So, in fact, I've got the signed thing up on the wall here. You guys can't see it. It's kind of behind my monitors. I set it up before I rearranged my streaming area here. Yeah, I can't wait to go again this year. Finally starting to get a little bit of consistency. I've gone, what, 3 laps without a penalty. There we go, finally down to the low 130s. I can break into the 29s here at some point. Too aggressive on the throttle.
DMP Bud 11 said,
DMP
what up,
Bud?
Salamander?
What up? Thanks for stopping in. Oh, that's a pen. Lost concentration.
DMP Bud 11 said, "How ya doing tonight?" Oops, sorry.
Doing good. I knocked out one of the 1-hour missions. Got another one of those checked off the list. Did a little bit of single player stuff. I was trying to complete one of the circuit experiences that have been giving me trouble, and it's still giving me trouble, so I quit that. Now I'm just doing some IRO G-Tech practice for the endurance race we have coming up in a couple weekends. I got a 2-hour stint I'll be running, so I need to work on being consistent with this car here. It's the Porsche 911. Porsche is no longer as good as it used to be, but
said, "Cool. Positive day."
Yep. Has been a positive day. How are things going with you? Got a little loose.
DMP Bud 11 said, "Good. Living the dream."
Living the dream. First corner, if I could maintain a little more momentum, I could just get out of it in third instead of in second. That brake balance up one more tick. Doing a lot of sliding. Staying in the 130s though. I'd like to be in the 29s, but if I need to be in the 30s to be consistent, granted I haven't been consistent, or I haven't been as consistent as I want to be. Still trying to get there. I'm going to have to run between like 75 and 80 laps here. Try to do that without penalties and without spinning. That's a tall order for this track. That was smoother. There we go. Back in the low 30s again.
DMP Bud 11 said, "Wish you the best, man. Got your fun cut out for you."
Yeah. Thanks. The tricky part is going to be I'm going to run that 2-hour endurance. I'll have just a little bit of time off, a couple hours, and then I'll have to run the NRL race, which is going to be in a very different kind of car. So trying to adapt from running this Group 3 mid-engine rear drive car to a compact front-engine front drive.
Wonderful.
Which that one's also going to be on sport tires instead of racing tires, so the transition from this kind of racing to that kind of racing,
DMP Bud 11.
I probably won't be able to really take a lot of a break. I'm going to have to go from, like I said, running that 2-hour stint to, I mean, maybe I'll be able to take off like an hour or so, and then I'm going to need to start practicing in order to kind of get into the groove of that car.
Please remember to hit that like button.
I mean, I've got over a week
to the channel
to practice for it still, so. Okay, that felt good. That's right, I forget that most of the time we've been practicing, I start at 60% fuel, because that is probably the amount of fuel I'm going to start with for my stint, which would definitely make me faster than what I'm doing now. I've only gone through 27% fuel. Ah, there it is. There's the other spin. I was trying to rocket out of it in third. That didn't work so well. But you know what? I've gotten some pretty consistent 130s. I spun on where I got actually that was the first spin I've had. All the others were, I had a bunch of pens, but made it through 15 laps without a spin. I should be able to do better than that with not talking. Nothing against you guys I'm chatting with. Definitely like to do that, but during the race I'll be more focused on the race and less on chat, so. But you know what? I think I'm going to call it for the night. I think I'm going to keep this to be a short stream. I just wanted to run that single-player mission race, get a little practice in. Got that done, so just wanted to stream one more time before the weekend. Kids are home this weekend, so I'm going to be pretty busy the whole time. I don't think I'm going to get another stream in until next Wednesday, as a guess, but we'll see. So. Anyway, in 2 weekends, once again, we have NRL. We are going to be running the DS Automotive DS3 at the Nürburgring GT layout. Thanks, DMP Bud. That's going to be an interesting one. And then, or actually earlier than that, I'll be running my 2-hour stint in the IRO G-Tech series. So a 2-hour stint here at Red Bull in this Porsche. That's gonna be a grind for sure. So I'm looking forward to it, but it's gonna be a grind. It's gonna be tough. So other than that, yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys next time I'm streaming. Otherwise, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, check out. I try to post daily shorts. I've got a number of videos out there. I've got a number of playlists to check out, like NRL. I've got the G-Tech playlist, although I've only done one of those races yet. The IRO G-Tech series, but I'll be adding this Red Bull one to it when I get to that. So,
said
Leo,
hey Sal,
you're catching me on the way out. I'm just signing off, bud.
DMP Bud 11
trying not to suck.
said,
But
peace
anyway,
hand.
Until next time, guys,
DMP
take it
11
out, or
said,
take it easy.
Leo.
Peace out. Later.
Leo 2443 said, I know LOL face with tears of joy. Leo 2443 said, Ladder dude.